Hi everyone, you've made your way to Yoga with Maria. I'm Maria and today we're doing a quick 10-minute practice for beginners. So if you're new to yoga or you're just craving some basics, this video is for you. But before we get started, make sure you're subscribed to my channel so you don't miss any new video updates. In addition, leave a comment below about your first yoga practice, whether you were playing around in your living room, practicing a couple poses, or you went to take a class with a teacher. I can still remember my first class back in 2011 at my local gym. Anyway, it's changed my life and grown in so many beautiful ways since then. And so I want to hear about why and when you came to the practice. Leave a comment below and then let's get started. Okay, yogis. So the first thing you need to practice yoga is just a space. You can have a yoga mat or not. Just find a space that's big enough for your body to fully lay down. And then another thing that's helpful are yoga blocks, but you don't have to have a block per se. You can use a thick book, which I use in some of my other videos. It can be really helpful. One time I even used toilet paper rolls as blocks. Totally recommend it. And for the purposes of lifting and elevating the seat, you can use a pillow or a blanket, something that you have on the couch or on your bed. Works really great. So the first thing we're going to do is just set up our seat, find your block or your book, and put it on its widest, flattest setting. And then you're going to place it between the heels or the ankles. The inner ankles will squeeze into the block, and then you'll just sit the hips down onto your block. Knees and legs are pulled together in the front. If this is pulling on your knees at all, or you have any pain here, just grab another block or another book, blanket, whatever you have, and make your seat a little bit higher, stacking one on top of the other, just making sure that it's nice and stable. And to start, yoga is really about breathing, about finding space for the lungs to breathe well, because when we breathe well, we do a lot of other things well too. So just let the hands rest on the tops of the legs. Sit up tall, so just find a little bit more space in the sides of the body. Close the eyes or let the eyelids get heavy. Allow yourself this time to learn something new about yourself, keeping an open mind, an open heart. And just start to tune into your breath. We'll breathe together, so wherever you are, exhale everything out. Take a big breath in, filling up the belly, the chest, the throat, and then open the mouth side out. Good. Again, breathe in. Breathe out. One more time. Breathing in, lengthening out the breath, filling up the lungs. Open mouth, exhale without dumping the breath, just slowly releasing the air. So nice. When you're ready, flutter the eyes open. Even 3 conscious breaths can make a difference, guys. Take just a couple shoulder rolls. If for any reason this feels scary or it's something new, just know that it's 10 minutes. We're doing it together. Breathe and reach the arms up, look up. Exhale, left hand comes to the mat, right arm reaches up, just a little side stretch. Gaze can go over to the right if it's available. Take a breath in and out. Breathe and come back through center, arms reach up, look up. Exhale, right hand comes to the mat rather. Left arm reaches up and over, gaze goes over to the left. Take a breath in and out. Inhale, come back to center, both hands reach up. Exhale, hands come through center, and then take them to the mat. Come to stand on the knees. Remove your block to the side. So we're going to take a couple postures and movements that are very common yoga practices, often used in a warm-up. And we're really laying the foundation. You'll see most of these things in other videos on my channel. So bring the hands to the mat. You're still on the knees, and then just set up 90-degree angles in the body. So the shoulders will stack over the wrist, the hips stack over the knees. And then we're gonna take two postures called cat and cow, and we'll move them with our breath. So on your breath, next breath in, reach the chest forward through the shoulders, and this will make you wanna look forward and take the gaze up. Let the body move naturally. There's a natural sinking of the belly, so the tail and the head lift. On your exhale, press into the hands, you'll round the spine. Gaze goes to the navel, the back of the neck gets long. Make sure you're pressing the tops of the feet down. Again, breathe in, belly drops down, chest reaches forward through the shoulders, gaze goes forward and up. Exhale, round the spine, take the gaze to the navel, back of the neck is long. Feel a nice stretch in the upper back here. One more time, breathing in. Breathing out. You are doing the yoga. Come back to neutral. So the back's coming to kind of a flat shape here, and then we can keep the hands pretty much where they are. I'm just scooting up on my mat a bit so I have room for the legs. You'll tuck the right toe behind you, and then engage the belly here. Get strong in the arms. Left toe tucks behind you. You're in a plank pose. So press down into the hands. If you happen to hyperextend in the elbows, put a micro bend there. The heels reach back and the belly is strong, so the belly button pulls in towards the spine. Keep looking forward on the balls of the feet. Breathe in. Breathe out, lower the knees down. And then untuck the toes. The elbows are gonna bend straight back. Keep pulling that belly in. And just lower all the way to the mat. So nice. Keep the hands where they are. Untuck the toes, or keep them untucked. Elbows pull back. From here, just lift the head and the chest. This is a small back bend. As you lift head and chest, you'll feel the pelvis pressing down a little bit more into the mat. That's what you should feel. And then you can take the gaze forward. If you have some neck issues, you can tuck the chin and keep the back of the neck long. This is cobra pose. Take a breath in and out. Take the forehead back to the mat. From here, just press yourself back up to hands and knees. So nice. We're gonna take the other side. So left toes tuck behind you. And then right toes tuck. We're back in a plank pose. Keep pulling low belly in. Breathe in to look forward. Breathe out. Just lower the knees back down. You can untuck the toes. Take a breath in. Breathe out, bend the elbows. You're only lowering halfway. Look forward. Inhale, press up. Exhale, bend the elbows. Inhale, press up. Exhale, bend the elbows halfway and then lower all the way to the mat. The toes are untucked. Hands stay where they are. Breathe in, head and chest lift. Tops of feet press, elbows pull back. Exhale, stay here. This is our second cobra. Take one more breath in. Breath out, forehead comes to the mat. From here, just make your way back to hands and knees. So nice. From here, we're gonna take our final and third pose, downward facing dog. It's more complicated than we think, but we're gonna do it together. So take the hands about one handprint forward, and then tuck the toes back behind you, and just start to lift the knees up off the mat, hips reach up, the chest reaches kind of back towards the thighs here. And then we're in an inverted V shape, or a triangle rather. From here, you're gonna roll forward to plank. We've been here already, so you might need to take the toes back so that the shoulders stack over the wrist. We're just lengthening out here. And then this is the best way to measure out our down dog. Keep the hands and the feet where they are. Just lift the hips back up. And then we'll build our down dog shape here. So the hands are about shoulder width distance apart, feet are hip width distance. And then you'll spread the fingers consciously. So they're spread, but not so spread that the webbing between the fingers is pulling. All 10 fingers face forward. And then same thing here. If you tend to hyperextend in the elbows, just put a micro bend so that you're using the muscles to hold the body here. Armpits pull up and in. The triceps roll back so that you find broadness across the back. So the shoulders aren't crunching up towards the ears.
You've got space for the neck. And then the gaze goes to the big toes or the thighs so that the back of the neck is long. Good. And then take a look at the heels. So we've got our gaze back. The heels might be coming up off the mat, and you might notice that you have a bend in the knees. It's totally fine to have both. Eventually, the legs will straighten out more and the heels will sink down towards the floor. So it's just knowing that we don't want to be up on our toes with the heels consciously lifted. There's a bit of a sinking down here. And then scoop the belly up and in so the belly button pulls in towards the spine. We're hoping to get a neutral spine here in this downward facing dog. Take one more breath in and out. From here, knees come to the mat. So nice, you guys. Come to the seat that we took at the beginning. So if you need one block or two, and then hands come to land on the thighs, and just take a moment here to observe your body and the effects of these poses. I'm gonna tune off, but stay here a little longer if you can. Just paying attention, just noticing how the body feels, the quality of your breath, and even your state of mind. Thanks, yogis. Namaste. If you're looking for more Yoga for Beginners videos, definitely check out my Yoga for Beginners Surya Namaskar video. Surya Namaskars are sun salutations, and they're a classic building block of yoga practice. So I'll link the video here. You can just click on this link to get to it. Check it out, let me know how it goes, and enjoy.